Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Malta, where we continue our journey within the European Aquatics Champions League Final Four. We're witnessing here today at the Tel Krog Sports Complex the last chapter of the European season when it comes to Novi Beograd and Olympiacos, two clubs that are playing the first game of the day. But before we jump into all the action for the third place match, we're going to take a few steps back once again and dedicate this first portion of our journey together because we have a really special guest, so it would be a shame not to hear a few words from him. It's Mr. Antonio da Silva, the president of the European Aquatics, who's joining me for this first part. Mr. da Silva, first of all, welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thank you. It's a real pleasure and honor to be with you and the audience here, just to answer some questions that you have for me, of course.
How are you enjoying Malta?
Amazing atmosphere, amazing hospitality, amazing organization. So I think if we get the challenge on January when we decide to come here for Malta for the next 3 years, and if I believe it that it could happen this way, I will tell you immediately no. But now I realize that the work that has been done is outstanding and we have an amazing competition. I think we honored the Final Four of Champions League. Amazing games, amazing organization, so we are all very proud of this organization.
We were definitely lucky when it comes to those two semifinals games, but I would like to focus on the preparation portion because we heard from the Maltese delegation what was it like to host this kind of an event for the first time, all the obstacles that I had to face and to move forward. With the whole entire plan, how did it look through your eyes, through the European Aquatics eyes?
Look, it was, like I told you before, it was very challenging since the beginning. We decided to organize here after a very good proposal from Carlizo, the president of ASA Malta, and the sports minister. So we have a very good meeting in Zagreb. Then we decide to move on with 3 years contract. And of course, we know that we are going to face a lot of obstacles because it's not normal to organize in a neutral country this Final Four. But with the cooperation of the local organizing committee, with the cooperation with the governmental authorities, and of course with our team, our staff member team from European Aquatics, I think we made to overcome all the problems, and I think you can see amazing atmosphere and amazing games, and I think today we are going to see a really good matches that is going to honor us all about the present and the future of aquatics in Europe.
Let's talk about the format of this season. We had the Final Six, we had the Final Eight, and from this season it is introduced the Final Four that we are here today for. How do you like the format? Because when I spoke to coaches and the players, they all had mostly the same answer. That was amazing. It's different, but it's better for us.
Yes, of course, because in the end we have the 4 best teams to play the final games to see who is going to win. They are well prepared. And we did this because we asked also all the national federations who had water polo clubs in the Champions League, and the answer was clear. This is the best format to move on, and I think after this year, this is going to stabilize in this Final Four format because it's good for all, it's better games, 4 clubs, and all running for the same goal, which is the first place.
So let's say maybe season-wise, how many seasons can we expect this? Is it defined yet, or you like it so you'll see how long it will go?
Look, we have our Grow Water Polo plan, strategic plan. We have our strategic plan that was recently approved in the Bureau in March 2024, immediately after the elections. We aligned both plans, and this plan this format, at least during these 3 years, with the contract, the agreement with Malta, keep it in this way. This format will keep it this way. Afterwards, we can evaluate if we change the format or if we keep the format. But based on the previous experience and the present experience, I think it's a very good format to keep in order to improve aquatics for not only for the Champions League, but also for other clubs competitions.
To stay on topic of future plans, I mean, it's a question that you probably get a lot, but I have to ask it as well. Regarding some future plans for the water polo itself, is there anything you can tell us already?
No, we have a very good meeting yesterday with the clubs and the national federations. A lot of in-person people from clubs and national federations also were here, but also in streaming attend a lot of countries, national federations and clubs. And we have a lot of topics to discuss. We discussed a lot, and the strategy is well defined. We need to start to enlarge to other countries water polo with development programs. We need to invest a lot in the support the clubs to allow them to participate, either men and women, in Challenge Europe and Champions League. And of course, we need to help other continents. Why? Because as strong as water polo is in the world, is better for Europe also, because we have other competitors in other continents. So I think the plan is it's well defined. The people that we choose to go further with this plan is also well chosen. So I think now it's to stabilize the team and go to the goal. This is the goal.
There's so many events that are behind us, not only on the European plan, but also the world one as well. But something that we can talk about as well is what's up next for the European Aquatics, and that is the European swimming competition, right?
No, it's amazing. Belgrade, it was a very good support. Of course, thanks a lot to the President of the Republic of Serbia. He just received me last week. I was there. Of course, the former Minister of Sport and also Vice President of European Aquatics, Vanja Udovičić, and of course the Chair of the LOC, Darko. They are doing an amazing job together with our team. So the competition will start on 10, opening ceremony with artistic, and move also with open water, artistic open water mix till 15. Then 17 will start diving and swimming till 23. Let me say that it's very important for Europe, because 23, it's the deadline for Olympics qualification. So that's why the importance for this competition for European countries, especially for those who doesn't have the trials during the same period. I think it will be also like this. We trust a lot in the organization. I think it will be an amazing competition, the European Aquatic Championships.
To end the conversation on the Final Four note, 2 games ahead of us, can we try to predict the team that's going to be third and the team that's going to take the trophy home?
I will not do it. I will not do it. I just expect, and I'm pretty sure that it will be like this. 2 amazing games, a lot of fair play, a lot of public attending the matches, and in the end, the best team will win, and I will be there to give the awards together with the others. So I think we will see an outstanding atmosphere. You can see now, and it's still 3 hours behind, 2 hours behind the first game. So let's wait, let's see, and the best wins, of course.
Mr. Da Silva, thank you so much for joining us
Thank you for
once
your
again.
kind interview.
Well, that's it for the first part of our water polo journey together. Let's hear what Alvaro Granados Ortega had to say before this third place match.
Alvaro, you are playing against Olympiacos, a team that has proven this season that they are a very, very tough opponent. How to play against Olympiacos?
Like you said, they proved that they are an amazing team. They did an amazing season. And they proved 2 days ago the level they have against Reco, that they couldn't win, but just in penalties, and we know that this is like a kind of lottery. So for sure it will be a very hard game, but also we have amazing roster, and we know what is our level and how we can play, so we are confident in this game.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of different style of play than it was 2 days ago against Ferencvaros. Where are the most dangerous parts of Olympiacos play?
I think the main difference between the last game will be that they have 2 very good center forwards in like difference with Ferencvaros. So I think that will be like the thing to look at for us, to try to do a good zone and try to play against these 2 amazing center forwards.
this is the last game of the season. I presume you are all now really, really tired.
No, I mean, I don't feel any kind of tiredness. I just feel motivation to play this last game, to play it as good as I can and finish this season in the best way as possible.
Welcome back once again. Now I'm joined by Mr. Slobodan Soro, the man who's the sports director of Novi Beograd. And is there a better person to tell us all about what we want to know when it comes to the preparation for the third place match? Mr. Soro, first of all, thank you for taking the time and joining us here on our pre-game show.
It's my pleasure to be here with you and to share my thoughts and what I think about.
The expertise, as I would say.
What do you want me to tell you? Please ask me.
Okay, so we heard what Alvaro Granados Ortega had to say, one of the players that unfortunately didn't end up in the pool all the way till the end, till the penalty shootout. And I want to point out the, let's say, the most amazing thing when it comes to that semi-final game, the way Novi Beograd held up with 4 minutes to go without an extra player or the all players in the pool. There was no Filipovic. We know that Jakšić was the man that got the aggressive play foul against Proreco. It was quite a difficult challenge, but you guys made it till the penalty shootout. Unfortunately, didn't manage to go into yet another final.
Yeah, now only important thing is the final result. So everything what did during the game was really amazing. Of course, this comeback, you forgot to tell that we were 1 goal minus. They even deleted 1 goal we scored in between, yes. So I said the same thing 2 days ago, yesterday, and I think the same now. We did everything to lose the game. So we helped a lot to Ferencvaros, but I'm talking about first game against Reko, last minute of the game, one moment that was unlucky, there was no attention, but those are the rules, we couldn't complain. Then Alvaro probably, he played his worst game since he is in Novi Beograd for the 2 years he's been playing for us. And then in the end, okay, I don't want to forget 2 penalties we missed. And now I was talking before our conversation with some people, and I'm so, disappointed. I'm so sad for Filip because he was my ex-teammate and now he is one of the players in my club, that he finished in a way playing his career, his incredible career, in a way like Zinedine Zidane. Same thing Zinedine Zidane did in World Cup finals, hitting with his head Materazzi. Now we had this with Filip, but it was obvious. We have no reason to complain. We are only missed nice opportunity to qualify for the finals and to try to win something that we didn't do in the last 2 years.
So no Filipovic, the ex-man of Olympiacos as well, but Jakšić is back, so that's definitely another, let's say, arrow in your strength of the team that you're going to show today.
Yes, of course, but this game for the third place, it's only nice to be played. It's nice for the people to see high-quality water polo, but for the players, it's not that nice thing, and you need to prepare to play. But all 4 teams have arrived here to win the tournament. So when you play for the third place, I know there is some small money prize, whatever, but in their heads it's something that has to be done, and I know they will not be enjoying, but they will play, of course.
You were dreaming of the quadruple because let's switch to the positive note of this season. You guys won the championship once again. You guys won the cup for the first time, the regional league, Adriatic League, as someone would like to call it as well. Unfortunately for you guys, no Champions League trophy this year, but when it comes to the next season and something that's already been cooking up for the team for the next season, is there anyone you'd like to share with us, someone who's going to join you?
No, there are some rumors always. Today I saw one information that was fake news. I don't know why people are doing this, saying that Lazic is coming to Novi Beograd, but I don't know this. Maybe he does, but I don't know. Of course, we know Filip is finishing, Alvaro is moving, his contract is finishing. We will have some changes in the team, but the idea is to remain on the top level. Maybe to bring, we already signed with 2 young players from Partizan, Gladovic and Dimitrijevic. There are some other names, some young players maybe will join us. Radovic also confirmed his some answer for for Philip finishing to play, but you know that doesn't exist right answer and change for Philip everything what he's doing for the team. His presence, his behavior, his professionality, the way he holds the team together, and I could talk about Philip much more time that we have right now. So we will redefine our team, but the idea is to remain on the top level, and maybe we will not be strong same like we were this or two last year, but we are going to be okay.
Thank you for now. We're gonna head back to the pre-match interviews portion because let's hear what the coach of Novi Beograd, Živko Gojic, had to say.
Coach, these games for the third place are usually the hardest. How do you prepare a team for this kind of match?
You're right. These are the hardest games in this kind of tournaments. It's difficult to prepare the team for this kind of match because all four teams came here with one goal. We are not playing for the first place, so it's difficult to play for third place. But anyways, it's our obligation to try to pull out 100% of ourselves in this kind of game. This is very important. Also, second important thing is that we know that a lot of players after this they have a few days rest and then they go to prepare for the Olympic Games. So it's also very important to not have injuries in this match.
You are without Filipovic today, but Jakšić is in the team. How does that change your style of play?
Yes. This is maybe the first game this year, this important game, this kind of game playing without Filipovic. For sure it will change, and it changed a little bit team for today's game. We have Jakšić back, but I think that doesn't count, nothing, because we came here with some other aspirations, and one more time we are going to try to give our best. Without Philip, this is very sad for me, as Philip's, first of all, he's my friend, and he didn't deserve this. He didn't deserve that he is not to play today. Also, even though if it's bronze game, he didn't deserve it, and I'm very sad about this. I'm very sad about him, but still I support him as always, and for me he will be always, and he is definitely one of the best players in water polo ever.
So that would be it from the Novi Beograd portion of this pre-game show, but we're still with the Novi Beograd man here with the sports director of the club. Mr. Soro, now we switch the focus to Olympiacos, your opponent for the third place match. There's plenty of quality, but the one man that I'd like to point out, hence your position when you were a player as well, is of course Marko Bijac. 13 saves against Proreco. Amazing.
Yes, I have to say something more about him, because he finally came to the level maybe some people were expecting him to reach before, but since Split, he's Europeans in Split that were 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yes.
He's completely different person, and I want to be understood correctly, but I think this world goal that Croatia made and against Silva in the Europeans, it's more than 60% his fault. We can say good, strong, nice team without extra players, but with Marko, he's changing everything. Same we saw yesterday, same we saw many times. And we know that he's leaving from Olympiacos, but also Zerdevas, who is first goalkeeper of Greece. is finally going to have a real chance. Then I'm happy also for him. Regarding team of Olympiacos, they are showing the strength and the quality of the Greek water polo because they are the main club, and always there are some new talents coming, and for me they look the same, and they play the same. They play very well. So even when somebody is missing or changing or leaving or coming, they always manage to find the right answer. Now left-hander is leaving, Vamos, and we know this traditional Greek water polo problem, enigma for the last 40 years, no left-hander, zero left-hander. So I don't know, maybe there is somebody who is coming, but of course, even without that important place, important skill from one player with left-handed player, they can play as they do in the national team. All the compliments for Coach Koljanin, his first year as a head coach. He came to the Final Four, lost after penalties, so you know they did everything to win, not like us, we did everything to lose, but in the end the result is the same for them and for us.
You mentioned one of the players that are amazing with their goal-scoring qualities. I'm going to mention another one, which is Genidunias. Second top scorer when it comes to the matches before this Final Four. I honestly didn't count the goals that he scored in the semifinals. We're going to leave that aside. But the problem that they had in that game versus Pro Reco, it was the segment of 13 minutes without a goal scored.
Yes, it happens. You know, it's playing with Pro Reco. When they are really united in defense. We had a game in Beograd. We lost after penalties in group stage against Reco. Few times, for me, from the outside, when we have man up, was looking like we have two down. You know, like they are so compact, so well organized, so physically strong, well prepared. So for me, it's not that strange situation. Also, like yesterday, we had 6-4, then was 9-6 for Ferencvaros. It's not good thing for one team to have this kind of ups and downs, but you know they managed to come back, same like we did. You said about Genidunias, but I really don't see anybody who is like stepping out from the group. But I'm saying this in a good way, not saying that you know nobody's doing nothing extra, but when you see them, they are really strong, really good team, and of course they will bring that everything what they have in Olympiacos for this summer. They miss few players from national team, but when they get together, they're one of the favorites for winning not only medal, but maybe even a gold medal that I think they never won in the history of the Greek water polo.
We started with the Croatian. We're gonna end this portion with the Croatian player once again because our colleague Toni Živković talked to Luka Loncar. Let's hear what he had to say before this match.
Luka, a game for the third place is in front of us. You are playing against Novi Beograd that yesterday was very close to the final, just like you.
Yes, I think today it's important our state of mind psychologically. I hope we are prepared, that we will have good energy, good motivation, and if we are on our level, I believe that we can achieve victory and third place.
You are playing against Novi Beograd that also had to change players. Jakšić is in, Filipović is out. Does that change their style of play?
For sure, they will be without a left-hander, so probably they will work a lot on the left side, try to make shots from the left side, so we have to be careful on that side of defense. And I think Jakšić is an amazing defender, and of course he can go as a second center and second post. So we have to be careful on him and try to get as many personal fouls as fast as we can on him.
Yeah, the Novi Beograd plays completely different than Pro Reco. That suggests that this is going to be a bit different game than it was yesterday. Yesterday we saw a phenomenal game between the two teams.
I don't know what to say. I think they play different, but also they play more physical. So probably it's going to be physically more demanding than yesterday. Yesterday was more swimming with us and Reco. So I hope that we will manage to have a lot of energy for this and to achieve a victory at the end.
So, Mr. Soto, now that we're approaching the first whistle and the first swimming for the third place match, let's put things into perspective. What's the main thing that Novi Beograd has to focus on when it comes to Olympiacos?
There are two options. To get one goal less than Olympiacos, and the option B to score one goal more than Olympiacos.
Pretty simple, you know.
It's very simple. Like everything in life. So I told you about the game. It's going to be for sure a nice game. There are people who already arrived. There is big interest here on Malta for water polo. We know they have a big tradition and many teams, and at certain points they look crazy about water polo, and probably this is the only place in the world when you can organize such a tournament without home team and to have a full arena and with a big number of people. So I'm happy for them, I'm happy for Malta, and I wish to my club to be here again next year.
Yeah, fingers crossed from a neutral perspective, of course. There are many players that have had pretty first-hand experiences with some of the finalists within Novi Beograd, Skumpakis, Vlachopoulos, as ex-Olympiacos men. Of course, Filipovic, who won't be playing today. How much does that experience help for the preparation of today's match?
Preparation only belongs to the coach and his staff, but every game is a different story. I like when my team shows the same way how they play from game to game. I don't like when I see something new, even if it's good, because stability and the constant play makes quality to be present and maybe even to grow. So there are no big changes. We know each other very well. Players also playing hundreds or thousands times, not only for the clubs, also for the national team.
Especially this season.
Yeah, so I think we are not going to see nothing new from both teams. So let the better team win, and after we'll shake hands to each other and continue. That's it.
We still have to hear what coach of Olympiacos, Hrvoje Koljanin, had to say, so here's that.
Coach, always a difficult game, this one for the third place, especially after that a loss that is very difficult to take. How did you motivate your squad?
Yes, I agree with you that it's always hard to play after when you lose in semi-final and you didn't reach to go in the final. So nothing, we just relax a little bit our mind, and I think that we will be ready to give one game like we did it the previous with Reco. I think the guys are ready, and I'm hopefully expect that they will one more time fight like they was fighting all the season.
You are playing against a team that has a different style of play than the one you played yesterday. Novi Beograd has also given a good effort in their semi-final. What type of play do you expect from them, especially with Jakšić coming back and playing without Filipovic?
Okay, we will try to play our style with a lot of swimming, with a lot of rhythm, good defense. Especially we will try to play like with Reco in defense, cover their center forwards and try to make try to make shots from the place what we will put in the position for that. So we know that Jakšić is one very important player for them. They will play without Filipovic, but also we will play without Papanastasiou. Something changed for us also. Nothing. Especially we will concentrate on our style of the playing. We will not look Novi Beograd because we look too much Reco, and the first quarter was disaster for us.
This is last game of the season. How do you rate your season?
Okay, we have a target in the beginning of the season to Cup and the Championship of the Greece, and to go to Final Four, to make one step forward. We do it. We came here also with the other. When you are here, you try to do your best. I think that we show also in the game with the record that we are in the 4 teams, best teams in the world, in the Europe. So I think that the season was good and can be even better.
We still have some time left, so we're gonna spend it wisely. Mr. Soro, we're gonna use this remaining time to talk about a little bit the final match, the grand final, Pro Reko versus Ferencvaros, the game that we saw already 3 years ago in Belgrade, right?
Yes, final game. For me, Reko, everything what they are doing in the last few years is really to be respected and to congratulate for playing now in the 4th final, having chance to win a 4th title in the row. I think it was somewhere in the history it was happening, but in the recent history there was not such a case. So Sandro Sukno, who came from first year, he returned the title to Reko because now they were waiting for them too many years to have the trophy back, to have another trophy in the house. From the other side, Ferencvaros, for me, one of the most professional clubs in Europe. Also new coach, but from this year, all organization, philosophy of Ferencvaros, how they follow young players, signing them in advance few years before, then letting them to develop and play for the other clubs. So they are completely in water polo, in future, in present, and they lost only one game in all season. It was against Olympiacos in a group in quarterfinal stage. Different water polo what they're playing, playing without center position and a strong center player. So they are all changing, entering. I think it's a good idea, but I think still it has to be redone. Maybe this is the biggest advantage for Leko, for having 2 really big and strong center attackers, Halok and Kakaris. So there will be a lot of swimming, a lot of shooting, and then in the end, who is going to win, whose goalkeeper does the better work. In the end, this is what I said. I said it always, even when I was playing. When I lost a good game, it was because the other guy was better than me. Not talking about the players, not talking about the strategy, tactics and everything, but final score is whose goalkeeper makes more saves or does the more important saves in important moments. That team is going to win. Maybe we'll see penalties again like 2 days ago, but maybe I would give a small advantage to Reko.
I was just about to ask you which goalkeeper is going to be better, but you already answered, okay.
Yes, but small advantage, but telling you, yeah, of course, goalkeeper, and another thing, this classic type of water polo what they're playing, and they're being really compact, really strong, really organized, really united, and it's very, very difficult to play against them.
Mr. Soro, thank you for your time once again, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you, it was my pleasure.
Yeah, good luck for the game also. That's it for the first portion of our water polo journey together. We'll be back here before the second game, the grand final of this season's European Aquatics Champions League Final Four. See you then.
Coach.